did you do? But look at the little baby. Now look at the big baby.
Wah.
What? Are you gonna miss out on me telling everyone why they need the Amaran 150C in their kit for their videos.
Yeah, you do you. You just do your
His loss. Ugh. This is the Amaran 150C, a relatively brand new offering from Aputure and Amaran. Speaking of Aputure, I think my camera's... Oh no, uh-oh. And this is everything that you get in the package. As you can see, I've kind of already opened it, so we're not even going to pretend I'm opening this for the first time. But in the container, first off, this is like one of the first lights I've had where it's been like a giant foam container, so that's kind of fun. You have these two latches, and then we're gonna not have it fall all over. You get the Amaran 150C. It is mostly plastic with the exception of a metal mounting point. And then you have all your controls on the back. You have your Bluetooth connection, your lighting modes, as well as your intensity adjuster and your CTR and CCT and hue saturation adjustment. The C basically means that it is a color light, so you can use it for daylight balance light, but you can also do the entire color of the rainbow, similar to the Aputure MCs and the Aputure MC Pros, and a lot of pretty much any Amaran Aputure light ending in C. That's kind of what the C stands for, color. So we'll get a little bit more into this later. You get your Bowen's mount, so you just have a way to like brighten the light a little bit more. And this light is powered by a power brick, and that's what you get over here. You have your wire, so you can hang it onto your C stand. You have the cable that goes into the light, as well as the cable that goes into the power brick. Now, this light can be battery powered if you have that accessory to do so. I do not, so for this video it will entirely be powered by the power brick. So now that you've seen what's in the box, let's go see what this light can do. Well, welcome to a room I quite literally did not think would see much of the light of day. And it's very yellow in here because I got some yellow lights, but let's quickly fix that with the Amaran 150C. So for reference, this is what this light looks like. It's at about like a 45-degree angle from me. It is at 4500 Kelvin and at 4% intensity. So I just have the 150C on a C stand, and it has that Bowen's mount. And here shortly, I'm going to be putting on a Light Dome Mini 2, as well as a Light Dome 2, just so you can see the difference in softness. The Light Dome 2 will give you a softer light, but the Light Dome Mini 2 is also a good light, and in fact, I used that light literally yesterday to take these photos. But that is kind of how light modifiers tend to work, is bigger equals softer. This is what the light looks like at 4% intensity, so it is actually kind of bright. So actually, just so you can see how bright it can get, I'm gonna hate this because I've already been in the sun more than I should have, and then I went again to get a different photo I took, and now I'm just gonna blind myself. So here we go. 4%, 20%, oh gosh, 50%, 75, that's 100, that's, okay, nope, we're gonna, all the way down, back down to 4%. Actually, you could probably go up to 5 for what we're doing right now. And I'm controlling the light entirely with the Sidus Link app, and it's with this app that you can unlock extra features that you can't necessarily access from the controls on the back of this light. All right, so now I have the Light Dome Mini 2 on the Amaran 150C, and you can probably tell that the light is immensely softer. And this light dome is a fantastic light, and this is without the reflector modifier and without the grid on it, because I just want a large source of white light and trying to go for some kind of sort of cinematic lighting here. Now, ideally I would have a reflector here, which I have, but because I'm just trying to show the capabilities of the 150C, I am not putting a reflector here. So this is what the 150C looks like with the Light Dome Mini 2. Now I'm going to take that off and put the Light Dome 2, which is a bigger light, and you can kind of see the difference. And this is the Aputure 150C with the Light Dome 2 with the slightly softer modifier. In fact, yep, you can now see it in frame. That's how big it is. A little bit unfair because now it's basically closer to me, but this is like the thinner modifier. There is a thicker modifier that comes with this light dome, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, and you can see the difference. And that's the Light Dome 2 with the slightly thicker diffuser. When I was looking at reviews for this light dome, I totally agree. The thicker one is definitely the way to go, especially if you want to make that light really, really soft. Now, some other things to consider about this light is the fan noise that is generated by this light. There's actually no concern at all for that. Now, when I was testing this light out, I was able to get a little bit of fan noise, but that was only when I had the intensity way up for a longer duration of time. But even then, the fans are really, really silent. So they're really nothing to be worried about. And the other thing, and I don't have a way to confirm this because I don't have this other light, but some people have said the 150C is more or less a replacement for the 120D, but like the budget version. With my knowledge of the 120D, I feel like that's fairly accurate, but I don't have the 120D to verify, so take that for what you will. But this is a solid light to add to your arsenal for photos and for video work. So overall, I really love this light. If you have any questions about this light, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.